guys, it's been a while since we posted a video on YouTube, but we've been kind of busy winterizing all our pets, all the animals, getting everybody in from outside, building inside enclosures, making space. Oh man, it's been rough. And we went away a couple weeks ago, and Susan was out of town last week, so we've been busy. So what we have so far, we have everything that needs to be brought in as of this point. We still have our Goffs, Hermans, deserts out there that we will bring in. The Goffs are going to go in the basement, and so are the Hermans. But everything that really needs to be kept awake is inside. So for right now, we got Squirty over here. She's tearing this little box.
Making a mess.
I paid $20 for bird toys. She doesn't touch them, or she's scared to death. But a box from something we got in. We'll keep her. This will last her all week. She makes a mess, but keeps her busy. So in here for right now, we brought our Floridas and our Podoc.
And they're all hiding.
Yeah, they're all hiding in there, and it's still a little glazy from the sand in there. But these guys are set. So we're getting the glare from outside. So that's them for right now. Got our snake necks in here. These guys grew over the summer. These guys are so cool. We're looking forward to getting them just a bigger indoor tank, a specialized tank, which would be 2 foot instead of the 18 inches by 4 foot down the line at some point. But these guys are doing fantastic. They're always hungry. Throw a bunch of our fish in from the pond, and they just suck them right down. And down here we got little Jules. So she's been inside, but just had to find a better space for her. So she's right there. Then up here we have, and they're both hungry, we got our female corn snake, we got our male corn snake. They just ate the other day too, but he just got done of a shed. She should be shedding.
He's peeking over the log.
Look
at that log. See his head?
Oh yeah. He's like, "You're gonna feed me now?" So they're always hungry, but they're not due for a mouse for a couple days. We got little Jayette.
Little Janice.
Little Janice, she's in here. Back where she was last year. This is what we built this enclosure for last year. So she was outside in the cage on our deck. Really didn't do too good out there. You'd think she would have did good in the natural sunlight and stuff, but she didn't.
She lost weight.
Yeah, she just
But she's eating well. You know, she just she definitely. I think she likes it better inside.
Yeah, she definitely does. All right, so this is the family room for right now. A little messy. We're still keep getting things together. We want to do the upstairs first, bed, or?
No, let's go in here since we're down here.
So now we come out here, and this is all the tools right now that we're still using in our utility room. So this was the old garage, which was converted. So this is what we did in here. We double decked these. These used to be side by side on the floor last year, and it was just a waste of space. We weren't utilizing the space up here. So so we doubled this up, so it gives us a lot more room. All these guys do is fight up here. Fight and eat and sleep. That's all they do. They used to have a big enclosure outside.
Lester, wrong one, Lester.
It's nice and hot in here. This room stays freaking hot. And our pancakes are in here.
I see them down there. I'll try to get closer. Yeah, there you see one.
You can see them under there?
Yeah, I see both of them in there.
Oh, they're both under there?
Yeah, I found the female over here the other day. She climbed the wall.
Yeah, you got to be careful with these guys. They're good climbers. Yeah. This is just makeshift for right now. You can see they could easily get by here. I got to screw something into this.
Yeah, we should put a little lip. Not that it matters if she goes in there, but...
Nah, it's not too bad, but we'll do this up. We still have some tightening up to do on some of these enclosures. And in here for right now, we have some of our juvie deserts mixed in. These guys are nuts or Goffs.
They love hanging out on that thing.
Yeah. These guys might be going back out into the other room. And we might bring our spec eyes in here. It depends. They ate so much today, and he's constantly looking for food.
Hey, buddy.
But it's just the other room. We might be able to keep it a little bit more. This room's more of a drier room for sure.
Oh, Jesus. You okay?
Yeah. This room's more of a drier room. Up here, we have the chameleons, the Bayo chameleons. They're digging this.
Yeah, this guy's doing really good. We got a male and a female in here.
And then the trio in there.
Yeah, 3 females in here.
3 females.
And they all do well together. We don't have any issues. They all eat. They all bask. They all hang out together. So until some aggression or anything comes along, we ain't moving them.
Over here, this is kind of temporary. We're going to be moving things over here around in the near future. We're going to bring another one of these and put it up here. These are our Hermans that we hatched out last year. They're doing great.
All
How
they want to
big
do
they're
is eat.
getting. All they want to do is eat.
No.
Oh, you can't?
No.
You get that?
Hey, buddy. There you go. These guys just eat so well.
Yeah, as soon as they come running for this,
Yeah, as soon as you walk over.
as soon as you open it.
It's nice and humid in there for them. The
Yeah.
shells are looking awesome. These guys are doing great.
Yeah, they're very cool. Nothing in here. Nothing in here right now. We're going to be putting. We have a 4-foot one, the same ones we had the corn snakes in, and a little bit bigger. We'll be putting probably our Araladas in there. But we got a mixture of some Floridas and three toads in here.
Yeah, a blend of.
Yeah, juvies.
These guys hide so well.
They're youngins. They were out earlier today, eating.
Hey, baby.
And these guys that sun's coming from this window over here, so they get a nice.
Hi. Beautiful.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
cool. So we'll keep them all separate. We got our Araladas in here and a couple 3 toads
Yeah, there's a couple in here.
that we the 3 toads we bred out here. I think they're last year or 2016.
Yeah, I think 16.
Down here we have our Reeves, our juvie Reeves.
Man, that sun is bright.
I know that comes kicking in here. So these were outside, and we have our northern maps in here. They were combined outside in a tub outside. So it got too cold, and I mean they could kind of hang the Reeves and stuff can kind of hang for a while, and the maps could actually probably stay out all year long. But
I don't want them out there.
well, we brought them in. For right now, we're just going to put them in these little totes. Just a lot easier to clean. We're going to put, should have filters, little sponge filters, the same filters we use in our other tanks. We find those the easiest to work with. So we'll put, we're going to have room for one more over here. We're going to put the other Reeves, smaller Reeves, in that one. So that'll go over here. We'll probably do that next weekend. And that'll all be set up. It's just like I said, it's much easier, and that should be it over here, right?
That dual filter thing, so we can have one filter
One
air pump thing
yeah,
running for all of
that'll
them,
run
so we
it.
don't have.
It's efficient and it works great.
Yeah.
You just do water changes, and with these here, it's not like a tank.
Yeah.
You just pull it out and dump it outside. Now these are the enclosures we built. These were the Laguna tubs that our friend Ziggy, our friends from the Hidden Reef here in Levittown, were so nice to give us. We decided to actually use them for our cyclora for our 2 Brock Islands. This is our male that we got from Tide Park, and that's little Dave over there, rhino iguana.
Can we flip that open to
Then
see?
we got the female. Yeah. So what we did, we built the tops to these and painted them. So nothing. This is basically just laying on the top of the Laguna tub. So these tubs can still be used in the future for turtles, which is what we really was going to use them for. But this will work great for the winter, and so it gives them a lot of ground space. I mean, this thing's almost 6 foot by 4 feet, 2 foot high, and then we added another feet with this. But a couple of them we just kind of slanted down the front. But this should be 3 foot from the ground. This is perfect for them at their size. And they're doing great in here. I mean, we took
made
them
them
from
all
outside.
different, trying different styles, and
Yes.
we like this one the best, but we'll get to that one next.
Yeah, the way I cut them, we were just trying them. We did this one at an angle, this one at a bigger angle, so it's easier to look in and see. You could look into the enclosure better this way. And this one here, we tried something different where we just kind of made a rectangular top and just a flat door. I like the door better because I used wood. It's not so
and
heavy.
it's light, yeah.
And I put it on with these little hooks here so we could actually just unhook it and remove the door. But now little
Hey,
Dave,
Dave. Now,
he stays on this
he
lip
likes
on
to
the other
hang in
side.
there and poop in there.
And poop in there. You got to kind of get in here, reach up on it. These are the kind of things that you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're building these things, you don't think of that stuff until afterward. And also, another thing we did, we used the metal screening up here because we lay the lights on there, but we tried this plastic, what's it called? What do they use? I don't know if it's PVC or what, netting. For this part, it's a lot lighter, a lot easier to cut, a lot easier to work with, but we just figured we can't lay the lights on there. So if we build cages in the future, we might try this stuff. It's much easier to work with. Dave's doing great though.
Yeah, I got them out yesterday.
And this is our, like I said, and I made these out of 2x4, so these doors are freaking heavy.
Where is she?
Might be under here.
Oh yeah.
Is she under there?
She's
under there.
Sorry,
girl.
honey. We didn't mean to scare you.
Oh.
She likes hanging under that thing.
Yeah, that's her favorite place to hide.
But yeah, these are much bigger than what they were in last year, and
that didn't
it's
actually
easy.
scare me. I was just doing that for effect.
You thought it was a mouse.
Look at Lester.
I know.
He's such
Wrong one.
man. He's such a punk.
He's a bully. Maggie's like, I don't care. Just keep him away from me.
All right, now we're coming out here to the big room. The big room, the red room. We got Rex inside now. You can see Rex over there.
Hey, buddy.
Poor Rex. He had to run the whole yard now. Now he's in here, but he has been able to go out. He has been able to go out during the day while it's sunny out. Even though it was in the 40s today, and he's still able to go outside.
He went out, made a round, and came back.
Yeah, he regulates himself. He knows when to come back in and when he wants to go out, and so we leave it up to him.
Talk about these lights that you got.
Oh yeah, these lights. I'll get more information. These lights right here. There's a better actually in the other room. You can see it a little bit better. But these lights are LED lights. We'll go in the other room before we end this, and I'll explain to you. But there's just lights that I found on Amazon. They're $20. They're 4 foot long. They have a switch. Because a lot of these lights you have to wire yourself, which isn't a big deal, but we're just looking for the least amount of work as possible. So these were $20 a piece, 4 foot long. They put out excellent light because you can see the lights in this room don't really get over here. And these lights were it was too dark in this area here last year. So we wanted to do something to brighten this up. So we found these and we wanted to do something cheap. So these don't put off heat or UVB or anything like that. They just put out great light at very low wattage. And that's good, just for it. We have so many lights going, we didn't want to be burning up more electricity. So, and they were really easy to mount. There's a couple ways you can mount them. I just have them hanging in there. And I just wrapped this insulation foil around it because there was a gap here just so all the light would go inside there. But it's great. We'll show you a better view of it in the iguana room.
We moved the Chinese.
We moved the Chinese again because they disappeared in that big waterland over there. And at this point in their life, we want to be able to watch them, and just monitor their eating. They're doing great though. They're about a year old this month actually.
I got them a year ago.
So, but they're all doing fabulous. They were hard to find because they were buried about 5 inches deep, some of them, but they're doing awesome. So while we dug them up, we fed them.
We're gonna get a pump in here.
We're gonna get a small
foam
sponge filter for this too, and we use this netting that we actually use for the iguana cages. Works good for these guys to get in and out. So this should be good for them. Hopefully we don't move them again. We wanted them in something bigger, but the waterland tub is too big.
Yeah.
And like I said, we want to be able to keep an eye on them. Over here we got cherries, and we did the same thing with one of those lights, one of these LED 4 foot long lights. And this is where they were last year. They actually laid quite a few clutches of eggs in this enclosure last year.
We just switched it around. We had their hide in that corner.
Right.
And we just moved it over here because nobody ever came over here.
And
it
it's
was
hard for us
hard
to
to get in there, to open that, to check on them. So at least here, it's at the edge here, we can open it up and take a peek and make sure everybody's okay. And
we use these. We use I think there's made by Zoom these heaters. Let me see if I can lift it up. It's not plugged in now. We'll wait until it gets colder. Right now, they really don't need it. I don't know if you can see in their bed. Ah, it's covered, isn't it? Over here. Can you see it?
Yeah. So we just screwed it into some 2x4s underneath, and then put this little flat door or whatever, so we could lift it up, check on them, and put it back. So they love it. They all hang out in there. I mean, they spent most of last winter.
Yeah,
in there.
they did.
Come out and eat, and then go back in.
And we cut these rubber flaps here to keep the warmth in.
Even in the yellows, we had them in a doghouse that we wedged in over here, but this time we just made a box, and we put some of this rubber or whatever the heck it is.
It's just a mat.
Flaps. It's a mat. It's just a rubber mat. And Bob made this little door here. Oh, we got to remember to push that back so that we can open that. But he made this little door, so if you want to get in there and clean it, we can clean it and pick up poop, because they always like to poop where they sleep for some reason.
So and they also have one of those heaters, and Rex has one of those heaters.
One in there, yeah.
None of them are plugged in yet. So actually, the yellows have a different heater. Got that from Reptile Basics. So that's going to be the first time trying that one.
Yeah.
Heard good things about them though. This one, nothing's in. This is the one we're saying is going to get moved into the other room. We'll probably put the air lots and stuff. These things are great for keeping in humidity. Great for smaller box turtles. You can actually get these in 6 foot lengths also. I think this is 2 foot by 2 foot by 12 inch. This is 2 foot by 4 foot by 16. I believe it's 16. And it's one unit, but it also comes with a divider, and that's what we keep the corn snakes in. We have them in one of these, but we keep the divider in. But these are great. They really do keep the humidity in.
We have a couple of little baby 3-toads in here. Yeah, they're hiding.
Yeah, we're just trying to utilize every space we can. So
it's nice and humid in there. And then the specks, which we're going to move.
These guys are probably going to get moved in.
They just wedge themselves onto the bricks.
Yeah, these guys are awesome.
They just, at the tighter the space, the happier.
I feel bad pulling them out.
Yeah.
They can really wedge themselves in there though.
But we're going to move these guys because we want to put them, we're thinking we're going to put them in the other room. They were in the other room last year.
They did great.
And they did really well. And these
this
guys
is a smaller watering tub,
yeah,
a land tub, not the water. And here we have our
so these guys, we're going to get these guys another light. They need some more light in here. But there's 6 of them in here. 3 elongateds and 2 reds and 1 cherry.
Here's a cherry, here's George.
For Track and George. We got Rod, Tina, and Bonnie.
Hungry.
Tina is always...
Tina's beautiful. She's
huge.
captive bred. She's
Look at how big
beautiful.
She is.
Always
we
wants
gotta
to
find
eat.
pictures of her from
She was
when we
little,
first got
yeah.
her. She was
3
tiny.
years ago.
Yeah, 3 years.
2 years ago. 3 years.
3
16.
in March will be 3. March will be 3 years.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, she's huge.
She was born in August of 14, so she's just over 4 years old.
Wow. Yeah, and she's
Very
so
cool,
much
though.
bigger than Rod. Rod's in the back there.
It's Rod right there.
He's right there, and Bonnie is the smallest.
Yeah, you see the difference in colors. They had
Yeah.
that golden. She's got more that olive
Yeah.
color, and especially her when she's in
Clean
water or
and
wet. Yeah, she's really pretty. Just a really nice temperament, really personable. Great eater.
Yeah.
Heavy, man. She's heavy.
Yeah.
She's really heavy.
So they're in another one of the Laguna tubs. So this was,
Yep, that's one we kept as a Laguna.
we kept that one as a regular one, and then
It's this one here too.
our original one that we got, and this is how we got the ideas with these tubs, was we had this first one where we kept the woods in, and these guys did awesome in here last year.
Got a poultry.
So, where's the poultry?
We got the man eyes.
Oh, here's the poultry right here.
There's the poultry. There's an absolute nut. Just so
Challenge
aggressive with
for it.
food. Was aggressive out in the. Is that one of the Arolatas? That's
In here,
Carl,
yeah,
right?
it's Carl.
So we got the Arolatas, we got the man eye, and the poultry in here.
And,
So they did great last year.
yeah, they
We
did
got
really
eggs in there.
good. They, I mean, they're much more chill indoors, I think. They're not as aggressive eaters, except for the poultry, but they're definitely not, they just chill out a little bit, but they hang out in the water and
Yeah, we got this
do
nice
their
little ramp.
thing. Got a
Yeah,
little
they really
heater in
dig it.
there so they can have, the water's nice and warm. and they like hanging out on this little ramp because the light
Yeah, this
hits
is
it
great.
right there. And
This is great. There's actually metal rods in here, and a guy used to make these
cement.
and just cement whatever shape you want it, and just cement and stick these rocks on top of it. But it works great for things like this.
Yep.
And that's
got
that.
Manny.
We got
Manny's
Manny's
frozen.
trying to adjust up here. This is our Stenosaurus pectinata. Spiny, Mexican spiny-tailed iguana.
Manny,
He's
he's so pathetic.
he's not a happy boy.
He has been hanging out on the ramp, but
Yeah.
all of a sudden he just kind of like, I don't know.
We
he's
brought
just-
him in from outside, so he's
He's
always
he's
not the
always been
friendliest,
weird, yeah.
but he's a little misunderstood.
Aw. Hi, buddy.
He's another one from Ty Park. Had him for what, 2 years now?
Yeah.
Did we get him last year? Or?
No, the year before.
Year before?
Yeah, we have him for a bit.
Oh, buddy.
And then,
This
so
is what.
we're gonna put the deserts in here.
Yeah, this is empty right now. Another Waterland tub. These
So
are
we'll
great.
probably bring those guys in. Maybe next weekend we'll bring those guys in or something.
We have our ambos in here. Our Malaysian box turtles.
Buddy.
These guys are doing good. I actually want to put some more of the cedar in here because they liked
Yeah.
burn under that when we had them up here. We got
Yeah,
some
this
rocks, got
guy's-
filter. This is what the Chinese were in. And you can see these guys will utilize this water
Yeah,
a lot
definitely.
more. They really like it. They love chilling like this. We're going to do the same thing on that side with levels with a couple cinder blocks because the water is kind of deep and they're not really like these swimmers. They like kind of hanging in,
There's one down there.
in kind of
Hi.
is that a
I think that's
Scamps?
scamps, yeah.
so they kind of like hanging just in the water.
He loves being in the water. The
Yeah, he
girls
really does. The girls
prefer
don't.
the land more, but he definitely liked being in the water. And we had this the opposite way last year. So we had this filled with dirt,
Which is supposed to be the way.
yeah, and
To
that
set it up.
filled with water, and they had the ramp to go in and out. But it was such a small amount of, I mean, it's just really not that big. And there's 3 of them, and they're 3 large ambos, and the girls would just constantly hang out over here. And we just felt bad.
There's no
like
room
they're
for
not-
them to
they're-
move,
they
just
couldn't move
no
around. They
room.
couldn't walk around. So we did it the opposite way, and it worked for the Chinese. I mean, we found the Chinese where like, we had the other guys outside, and I mean, it's just
Yeah.
it's definitely worked this way. So
Yeah, it's a great way to reverse it like this. This way they come out and all they need to do is sit in the water. It's not like they need to
yeah,
swim around. Not the best swimmers, but
nope.
yeah, we just actually did this today. We just actually moved this today. As you can see, the sign's wrong.
Yeah,
That's cool. When we went away, we had to let our.
we gotta let everybody know
This is stopping
where
here.
everybody is. Oh, let's look at that light real quick.
Look at that light. Hey guys, is somebody breaking into the house? So this is what the light looks like out in the open. It comes with these hanging hooks and these wires where you can kind of just connect it to the ground, to the ceiling. But that's all, and they're super light, and this isn't fluorescent. That's just LED lights. So nice and easy, super light. And you can't really show you now, but if the lights were all out in here, man, this thing
It's
really
bright.
illuminates. And people use them in their garage and barns and stuff like that. So
Hey
let me
guys,
answer this bird.
come on guys.
That's not a phone, by the way. That's
Squirt.
Squirt. Somewhere along the line, you learned to the noise of a
You
phone.
want to go upstairs first, so you want a room?
Upstairs. So we just put
Uh-oh,
Philomena in
Philomena.
there.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. She's got my office. She's a lucky one.
And here's the cages that we built. Just going to shut this. They're warm. Look at this.
Hi.
So here you go. These are the cages that we ordered from eBay. So far, they're working great. The iguanas, they're noisy. Our bedroom's just next door, but when the lights are
Yeah,
out, they
they
can't move. But they climb on this, and so far, so good. What we did, we put a tarp over it just to hold in the heat more. And these are actually made for outside. They come with posts where you can kind of secure them to the ground.
We put a tarp on the bottom too, just to keep any moisture or anything from ruining our floors.
Yeah,
And then we put
the
AstroTurf
AstroTurf.
just because they were walking on tarp and we just didn't. It's not natural at all, but at least it's something they can grip. So
Yeah.
here's Alvis and Delilah, and these two guys have been together for a couple of years now, right? Oh, a year and a half,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Since last June.
And then we got Ollie over
Here's
here.
Ollie, he's got one to himself.
And we did the same thing with the tarp, the AstroTurf.
Trying to
He's got
make
his
things
little
work
house.
best we can.
Yeah, I mean, he just kind of pretty much chills in that one spot. Right, buddy? You're grumpy. I know, you're grumpy.
Yeah, everybody misses the outside.
There are frogs in here.
Cuban tree frogs in there. We got
Oogie.
ball python.
He never comes out of his house, only when he escapes.
Yeah. And
We got
this
some
is our
babies.
hatchling rack. These are some of our,
Aw.
let's see what we got here. These are our cherries that, I'm gonna hold it under the light in here. I don't know, it's bright enough. This is one of our cherries that hatched out in September. These guys are doing great. And then we have a little, I'll bring them under that light again. Little Herman that hatched out about a month ago.
Hey, baby.
Gotta like I love how light he is. And we get some deserts and a three-toed in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, baby.
These guys are all newly hatched. So
Yeah.
it's dark in here.
Not eating yet. They're still,
No, the other guys are.
we have
The
our...
Herman's is eating good, and the cherries
Oh,
eating
yeah.
really good.
We got a couple of ornates and a desert in here. A
From
little
last year,
older.
right?
Yep, and a three-toed in there. Just keep those guys. So these guys get some sun in here too. I mean, Ollie gets it at some point, and now they're getting it over here, which is good. I mean, it's just sun. It's also
Yeah, even in the wintertime, that sun's really
it
warm.
beats
Comes
in
in the
here.
winter.
Right, guys.
Sam is upset.
You're upset, Sam. All right, let's go see the last of the couple of tanks. We still have to move around. Come on, babies. Watch what?
And
This ain't staying like this.
this ain't staying like this. Yeah, this is Arnold, our California king snake. He's going to come over here, and these are the other reeves we have. A little bit younger than the bigger reeves downstairs. This is last year, I think. Our friend Michael hatched these out last year. We got these for about a year
Same
ago.
time, yeah, October.
So these are going to get down in one of those tubs. We're going to move Arnold over here.
And then we got two smaller reeves over here. These guys definitely weren't getting enough of the food because the other guys were so much bigger and just dominating. So we separated them out just so that they can grow a little bit and have some food and not worry about stressing out trying to eat from the big guys pushing them around. So these guys will stay here, and we'll just put, we'll just have these guys on this side of our dining room break front, and our snake on the other side, and that's it, right?
That's it, yeah. then
That's
we can-
everybody.
So we can, once we're almost done, maybe by next week, and we'll be done, and then we can just start cleaning up and get back to normal again.
Yeah, and then we can start having lives again.
So that's it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our page, and don't forget to like us on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks a lot.